Imagine finding an ancient whistle that looks completely harmless only to discover that blowing it can summon your own death. This is the terrifying story of Whistle. The movie begins with a high school basketball player named Mason. During a game, Mason suddenly begins seeing a strange and frightening figure. He doesn't understand what is happening, but the visions continue. Later, Mason discovers a mysterious ancient object connected to what he has been seeing. He tries to destroy it, hoping that it will end the problem, but it doesn't. The supernatural force catches up with Mason and he dies. Months later, a new student named Cheryl arrives at the school. She is trying to start a new life after a painful experience involving her father. She moves in with her cousin, Rel, and begins attending same school where Mason studies. Unfortunately, Cheryl is given Mason's old locker. This immediately caused problems with Dean, one of Mason's closest friends. Dean is still grieving Mason's death and becomes angry with Cheryl. Their argument got them sent to detention. While they were there, Cheryl discovers a strange skull-shaped whistle. Their teacher, Mr. Kervin, becomes interested in it and starts investigating its history. He eventually blows the whistle. At first, nothing seems to happen, but soon Mr. Kervin begins seeing a terrifying supernatural figure. The figure follows him, and before long, he dies. The students are shocked. Then they begin seeing strange visions themselves. The group eventually discovers that the whistle is not an ordinary object. Cherise and Ellie investigate its history and met Ivy, Mason's grandmother. Ivy recognized the whistle and explained its terrifying secret. It is an ancient death whistle. The whistle does not simply summon a ghost, it summons a supernatural version of the person's own death. Anyone who hears its sound can become connected to the cause. Now, the students realize that the vision they are seeing are warning of what may happen to them. But knowing about the cause doesn't make escaping it easy. Grace, one of the students, begins seeing terrifying figure. During a local celebration, she entered a maze and realized that something is following her. She tries to escape, but the supernatural force catches up with her. Grace dies. Dean is devastated by her death. He refuses to accept that the whistle is responsible. But soon, he begins seeing his own terrifying vision. The curse eventually catches up with him too. Dean dies. Now, Cherise, Ellie, and Will know that they have to find a way to break the curse before they become the next victim. They return to Ivy for help. Ivy explained that the curse may be transferred from one person to another. Will becomes desperate to survive. He considers transferring the curse to another person, but Cherise and Ellie tries to stop him. Ray eventually realizes that sacrificing someone else isn't the answer. Unfortunately, the supernatural force reaches him before he can escape. Ray dies. Now only Cherise and Ellie remain. Cherie also reveals the guilt she has carried since her father's death. She has spent years blaming herself for what happened. Ellie helps her understand that she cannot change the past. Together, they decided to fight the curse instead of allowing fear to control them. They come up with a dangerous plan. If the curse is connected to death, perhaps Cherise can temporarily die, then be brought back, tricking the curse into believing it has already completed its purpose. The plan begins. Cherie enters the water and loses consciousness. She enters a terrifying supernatural vision, comes face to face with the manifestation of her own death. Instead of giving up, Cherie fights back. She remembers everything she has lost and realizes that she cannot change the past, but she can still choose her future. Meanwhile, Ellie struggles to bring her back. Their plan is interpreted when Noah arrives. The equipment is damaged, Ellie is injured, and Cherie is still in danger, but Ellie refuses to give up. She manages to revive Cherie. Sherry survives. However, the cause still needs a target. Noah comes into contact with blood from Ellie's injury, and the cause suddenly transfers to him. The supernatural force begins following Noah instead. Noah tries to escape, but he cannot get away from the cause. Eventually, it catches up with him. Sherry and Ellie survived. For a while, everything seems peaceful again. Months later, Sherry and Ellie are together. Sherry has finally started moving forward with her life, but the nightmare isn't over. A new student arrives at the school and opens her locker. Inside is the same ancient whistle. She has no idea what it is. She doesn't know its history. She doesn't know that people have already died because of it. During a school assembly, she brings the whistle with her. Sherry sees it and immediately realizes what is happening. She tries to warn the girl, but it is too late. The girl blows the whistle. The sound spreads through the auditorium. Everyone who hears it may now be connected to the cause. Sherry and Ellie can only watch in horror. The whistle has returned. The cause has found new victims, and the nightmare may be starting all over again. The story of Whistle shows how curiosity can sometimes lead people into danger. The whistle looks small and harmless, but it carries a terrible history. The character also learned that fear can make people behave differently. Some run, some refuse to believe the truth, some become desperate, but Sherry and Ellie choose to fight and protect each other. Sherry also learned that surviving isn't only about escaping the death. Sometimes it means learning to let go of guilt and finding the courage to continue living. And that brings us to the end of this terrifying story. The whistle may look like an ordinary object, but one sound is enough to change everything. If you're enjoying this recap, don't forget to subscribe to Empire Hub TV, like this video, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next movie recap. Thank you for watching Empire Hub TV, and remember, if you find a strange ancient whistle lying around somewhere, maybe it's better not to find out what happens when you hear it. Until next time, stay safe, keep watching Empire Hub TV, and thank you.